This recording is to help you with the 4.02 um, coding with loops assignment. Loops are really important in programming, so it may take a little bit to completely understand them, but programmers use loops to reduce the number of lines of code that they have to write. Anytime you have to repeat something over and over and over again, there's a good chance that you can write a loop. For this assignment, they have given you code to start out with. So you'll copy and paste that code into your idle. So I've already done that here. I've copied and pasted it. You'll come up here and you'll make some changes. And so the comment tags will guide you on where to make those changes. So if I copy and paste my code in here and I run my program, it's not going to work until I make the changes. So the first thing it tells me to do is it tells me to do the heading. And you always want to have a heading that has your name, the date, and the purpose of the program. Okay, and the purpose of this program is to guess someone's secret number. So you'll type in your heading, and then let's look at how the program's written. We're defining our main function. Then this tag says we're going to initialize variables. So it's given us 3 variables already. You don't need to change the names. You're just going to use these variables the way they are. Num guesses is equal to 0 because right now the user doesn't have any guesses. So we're going to start them off with 0 guesses. We're going to start our user guess variable as -1 because we're going to be keeping track of how many guesses it takes for the person to guess your favorite number. And then we're going to go ahead and assign the secret number to 5. So that will be the number that we're looking for them to guess. Okay, we're going to greet the user. So we already have a line here that says name equals input. Hello, what is your name? So you're going to get a prompt. The user will get a prompt to enter their name. And then this is where they tell you what you need to do. The comment says fill in the missing loop here. This loop will need to run until the player has guessed the secret number. Now, figuring out how to write that loop can be kind of tricky. For example, if I say while the user guess equals the secret number, which kind of makes sense, if I run my program, it's going to ask me my name. Good, that's exactly what I want it to do. But it doesn't actually give me anything else. The loop doesn't run. It never asks me what my guess is for the secret number. So I can't use the loop written user guess equals secret number because it's never going to make this loop run. Okay, so let's comment that one out. Let's try a different tactic. Let's say while the secret number is not equal to the user guess. By using not, I'm telling the program to keep running, keep the loop running until the secret number will equal the user's guess. Because the program is going to run, if I guess a number, say 10 instead of 5, the secret number doesn't equal the user guess, so it's going to run the loop again. That's can be kind of a tricky concept to get. All right, so I'm going to put in Mrs. Fry, and then it says guess a number between 1 and 20. So I'm going to guess 10. Click say OK. Okay, that's not the correct number, so it's going to prompt me again. So see how the loop is running? The loop is going to run until my user guess and the secret number are the same. So that's why I want to start out with not and not start out by assigning them to be the same. If I start out here, loop won't run. If I start out here, the loop will run. Okay, then they've given you all this code, so you don't need to do anything to the code except make sure that you don't change the way it's indented. It won't work if you don't have the print line indented under the if and the if indented under the while loop. Okay, indentation is really important with uh, Python. Okay, then the next thing you have to do is you have to fill in the missing print statement. And we want a single message telling the player that they've guessed the secret number, what their secret number was, and how many guesses it took. So I need to have a print statement. And I'm going to say something like, oh, cool, you guessed my number. I need to include their name. So remember, whatever I want it to say will be in quotes. I end my quote mark. I put a plus sign to concatenate. I put the variable name, which if I want their name, the variable name happens to be name. I concatenate. I put a quote mark because I want to put end mark punctuation. You guess my number. Okay, and now here's this part can be kind of tricky too. Okay, um, I want the secret number, but the number happens to be a number, which means that it's a calculated number that won't print in this sentence unless I convert it back to a string. And that's why you see plus str to convert it to a string, and then the variable secret number. Okay, and you can, once you have that concept, you'll use that same concept to print the number of guesses. So now let's try to run our program. All right, it's going to ask me for my name. I'm going to type in my name. It's going to ask me to guess a number between 1 and 20. I'm going to try 20. Okay, that didn't work. I'm going to try 3. That didn't work. I'm going to try 5. That works. And look what I should get. I should get that I guessed 20, and that's too high. I guessed 3, that's too low. And then I should have my number. Wow, you guessed my number 5 within 3 tries. And notice that it's keeping track of how many tries it took me to guess the number. And it's doing that because I have this line right here. You don't have to type it, it's already there for you. That it's num guesses equals num guesses plus 1, which means every time it goes through the loop, it's going to add 1 to the number of guesses. And that's how I get my total tries. If you're still having trouble with this program, please don't hesitate to give me a call. Like I said, this is not an easy, while you don't have to type a lot, you only have to do the print line and you have to do the while loop. They are fairly tricky and advanced concepts to do those 2 lines.